Very good morning, Dr. Purushottam, Dr. Agarwal, Dr. Prabhat Ranjan, Mr. Sahu, Dr. Mark, and Ms. Michiko, all the dignitaries who are present here. Very good morning once again. I think this is one subject where I think in the inaugural session, I don't think 7 people can continuously talk about it and then say many things about it and all that. Particularly me being a scientist, primarily you are more concentrated on the invention or research and things like that. Normally, it has been so that you don't concentrate much on the IP and other related aspects of it. But then, anyway, you look at anything today, innovation has become the key for the progress of any country or prosperity of any country. There's no doubt about it. Anybody you say, any country or anyone in the country have been talking about innovations. In fact, wherever I go to the universities also, I've been talking about universities should become the engines for innovation. This is the most important thing what we have been. But then, look at the general about last 30-40 years. Even though there have been many inventions and many ideas what people have been working on, they have not been really fruitful in the sense they have not entered into the market for various reasons. People have been contained and they've been working within their own research laboratories and things like that, whether the universities are outside and so on and so forth. Many of the speakers have said that in India, many people have not been filing the IP rights also. Many people who work on that, they are not bothered about it, they don't get into it. In fact, I see in my own organization, DRDO, many people who work on many ideas, they don't come forward to file an IPR and they look into those rights and things like that and all that. But then it is very important, actually, I think topic, today's scenario, it's very relevant. Technology transfer as a tool for IP rights and then IP and then innovation is very important. Today the scenario is changing a lot. Today, particularly in the last couple of years, industry has been encouraged a lot to get into many departments, particularly with Make in India concept. Many startups have been encouraged and many people have been coming forward and look at the defense particularly. Many things have been made open and then people are asked to come and then asked to come out with innovative ideas and develop many things and reduce the imports what we have, a lot more imports. In fact, the department has listed many of those technologies or many of those products or equipment what are required, which people can come out with innovative or indigenous ideas and then you can develop those products and things like that. So in this scenario, it's very, very important to motivate an innovator is very important. Motivating an innovator in the sense, one is creating the culture of innovation is very, very important in the country, which I feel probably particularly in the last 10 years, the scenario has been changing a lot. Particularly when I say that the technology side, the technological institutes which have been coming up in the country, which are producing about 1.3 million graduates today in the country today, BTech engineering graduates today. Most of those institutes are getting into coming out with innovative ideas and products and research, getting it from the students, and most of them have created research wings and research directors and who work with many institutes and come out with many products and many ideas. This is one change what you have seen today. Me, particularly in the last 1.5 years as scientific advisor to Raksha Mantri, I have been seeing n number of ideas are coming from various people, various students or industrialists who are coming with many ideas and trying to say that I have this idea for such a solution, why don't you utilize and things like that. So looking at this, in fact, Ministry of Defense has done 2 important things. One is the DRDO itself has created one technology development fund, people who are ready to come out with ideas and then who wants to work on technologies and all that. So a technology development fund has been created by DRDO. And in MOD, one more important thing has come up. It is, of course, together all in MOD, some department does this, another department does another thing, is something called Innovative Research Initiative, wherein any innovative idea comes up and you can evaluate the idea and then you can fund that idea and then get with a product coming out of it. So when you say this is very important, the IP and the technology transfer related issues. In fact, we had recently a workshop or a discussion with a couple of education institutions and the University of Law, Nalsar, on this particular thing. When I fund an idea, IP, what should be the IP of the one who has come out with the idea or the people who are funding it, and how you need to work out the mechanism, methodologies and all that. In fact, even though DRDO has a good, strong department which is working on IP since long, there have been many mechanisms worked out, and DRDO in fact worked out with FICCI, CII and many other people on how the technology transfer and will take place and what are the rights and what you will have and what not, and everything have been worked out. And when we say this, particularly when you are funding a research and when you are funding an innovative idea which has come out and to come out with a product, what exactly are the rights of the funding agency or the creator of that idea and things like that. This is one thing where we need to look into it. Why? Because there are many things which are happening today in the country, particularly with this offset which has come into picture and many other aspects, and 30% or more than that, and otherwise Make in India concept also. There are many people who are coming from outside and you are having a BTP, build to print. This is number one, where assumption is that there is no technology available, technology is not given. But some amount of knowledge may come through out of this manufacturing as per the print. The second one is build to spec, build to design. So you have a design and somebody is building it, industry is building on that in a build to design. Then of course other thing comes into the picture is build to specification or build to requirements. So what are the rights, who will have what rights, and what are the protection what you are giving to the agency which you are generating this design or idea or is a very important thing. What I am saying is there are many, I keep telling that we all have to also have an harmony, and we need to get ourselves matured in many things. So when you say a technology transfers, many times when we look into it, technology transfer is not complete. Many times is not complete. So you get about, let's say we talk about an X company from France or somewhere, you are transferring a technology here, and about 70% of those particular system related things will be transferred where you will be able to manufacture fully yourself. But 30% of them you still get from outside and you will be using here, and that is what the rights given to you. Let's say similarly, here I transfer a technology to a particular industry here for fabricating certain thing. Generally, one important thing when we say is transfer of technology or anything, whatever we say, we need to be very good in our documentation. Generally, we have not been very good in our documentation, and so the many problems come out of the documentation itself. Now, when I give a technology transfer, someone, he little modifies that and then converts into a different product, which is an offshoot of this, and starts producing that also. This is another important thing which is actually many times we keep finding the problem here and all that. So that is where the innovator also gets into a lot of issues, and then innovator is not actually encouraged a lot, and then the innovator finds itself is a lot of problems, and so he doesn't get into the technology transfer itself and keeps the idea himself or it contained in the lab itself. But then today, when I say a lot of people are coming out with many innovative ideas from the universities or the startups, when we say particularly. Like we have done extremely well, I say that in ICT area, many information communication technology area, many startups have come, many innovative ideas have come, many products have come. That's out of the economic value what it has. That is how the product which is getting into the society, the way it is getting into it, the way you can sell the product, the way it is there, you have done extremely well in the ICT area. Similarly, we need to do in the other areas also a lot if we have to prosper ourselves. I keep telling that even private industries, somebody was mentioning here also the R&D in US is funded by private industries a lot. Private industries also need to do a good amount of R&D, at least 15 to 20% of their total value they need to spend in research or innovation, whatever we say now here, is very important. Till now, in the country, mostly it has been the research and innovation has been with the government related bodies, whether academic institutes or the organizations like DRDO, ISRO or CSIR or DST and things like that. And private industries or other industries take the technology, even DPSUs for that matter also, even PSUs. PSUs also have remained purely as a production agencies in the country, not much getting into the research activity. Some amount of development could have been done by them, but not much into the research area. So the scenario need to change a lot. You cannot be continuing doing like this, wherein the academic institutes need to work more and more on the basic research. Unless they work on the basic research, unless you create the knowledge base. What is invention? Invention is solving a problem with the knowledge base what is available and applying the knowledge what is available. So that's how they. So you need to create the knowledge. You need to create the knowledge means you need to do a lot work on the basic research. This is one thing where academic institutes need to concentrate a lot on that country. Then the R&D component needs to be also shared by not only the government funded or government organizations, but the private institutions. The way, as I said, ICT area, they have done well. ICT area particularly, I don't think many of the government agencies have done, except a couple of things in India where we are still working on our own servers and our own OS and things like that, our own routers and all that. Leaving aside that, many products which have come out in ICT area have come from the startups and people who have worked in that area. So similarly, in all other areas, we need to work. If I say that in MOD, Ministry of Defense, you need to reduce the imports a lot, then the industry has to get into it and industry has to work on that. It is very difficult for an organization like DRDO or any government organization to work on the entire gamut of problems what are there or the products which are there and then try to indigenize or come out with an innovative idea and then develop a product. It is the industry which needs to get into it. So that's why we keep saying something that academia, research organizations and industry synergy. When we say all three, the synergy is, then there should be synergy in the IP also. And there should be harmony among them in utilizing the knowledge and then sharing among them and maintaining the maturity level among them in respecting each other and the due going to each whoever is required. That's the most important thing today. We are, even though DRDO has a good department which is working on that, which is already available in the last 10-15 years. I think number of technology transfers have taken. Mr. Avinash is here, he knows from DRDO the number of technology transfers which have taken and gone into the industry, both for PSUs and also into the private industry and enormously. But then now we felt that country needs to get industry into this. And then if you are getting industry into the innovation and also the technology development, whatever I said, and funding them, need to protect and have the rights and the rules and regulations, whatever required, and the policies should be in the place. Some of us are working on the policies. I said a couple of institutes who have worked on that. But as a whole, as a country also, now the scenario is changing. We need to work on that, and I think it's apt that the topic we are saying today, technology transfer for the IP and the innovation, is an important thing. Unless we do this, I don't think the innovator gets motivated. That's the most important thing. Innovation is the mantra. As I said, keep telling that wherever you go, we have to become, the universities have to become the engines of innovations. Then we need to protect the IP. That's the most important thing. So we need to work on all these things. I think wrapped. I wish that these eminent people who have come from all over the world come out with a good mechanism which can be submitted to the Government of India, which can be submitted to various departments here, which we can utilize and make our policies and formulations out of it. See, as I was right in the beginning saying that the people who are working in the scientific departments and things like that, they're good as scientists or researchers, but not very good in the legal aspects of it and how you need to make the formulations and policies. It's people like you who are eminent people who are working in this should come out with ideas and make the formulations and make the mechanisms and submit to us, which we can implement in the Government of India. My best wishes to the organizers and my best wishes to each one of you, and I wish that you will be able to come out with a good framework at the end of the one-day seminar and submit to us, which definitely in Ministry of Defence also we'll try to see that it gets implemented, which benefits the country and benefits the industry today. Thank you very much.